Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. This is all right. My audio's back. Very good. So hopefully you guys jumped on and you guys will be back. So I'm going to wait a little bit. All right. So apparently, guys, that was a disaster, but it's that was good. We needed I needed that lesson. So I can hear you loud. Thank you. Thank you. It was like I said, it was a lesson to be learned. We were trying something new, and it worked when we were practicing it, if you will, but it didn't work once it came to showtime. So I think my issue is right now is I think the issue right now is the computer wasn't strong enough to handle everything that was going on. So once I hit live, it just I think the computer was just shit in the bed. So um, thank you for that. Thank you for everyone joining me again. So we're getting there. After 30 days, all right. So I could not believe my before and after picture. I literally yeah, Robert Reyes. I 10 years. This is just on me. So I'm still okay. So okay, this is better. Thank you guys. Sarita, wasn't YouTube wasn't is not messing with it. It's unfortunately, we're trying something new and it just didn't work out because the technology on my computer is just unable to handle all of what was going on. Right, so I had to reboot and start all over again. So we're just going to shoot the shit and um, we're just gonna shoot the shit and see where that goes. Whatever, man. This thing is 5x5. Very good. So we have sound. All right, good. So forgive me right now. I'm trying to. All right. Okay, that's good. That's better. This thing is. All right. So now that I sound good, everything's squared away. Thank you guys for jumping back on with me. Um, again, it was one shot. All right. And so I think I'm okay now. Right. So again, guys, thank you for joining me today. So here is the topic, David G. The topic we're going to talk about is NYC is going into another shutdown. This is, I guess, inevitable. I mean, we all knew this was coming, and they're doing it differently this time. So they're not shutting everything down like they did before, right? Where it was just one blanketed shutdown. This is more of a smaller, uh, if you will, zip code by zip code, area by area shutdown. Kevin Grip, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Right? So they're doing it a little bit at a time. So after I released my last video about NYC going through the second wave shutdown, the governor announced that all non-essential businesses in the areas that were just shut down are going to have to close. So now business owners are getting screwed again. But like I said in my videos, this should be a warning to every other business out there that can potentially shut down. So they have a little bit of time to scramble, get ready, and make plans for this shutdown. Now, unfortunately, guys, unfortunately, in a few cases, in a few cases, a lot of these businesses, if they shut down now, they're not going to come back, right? So a lot of businesses are officially toast come tomorrow morning, and a lot of them are probably going to try to hang on with the orders and takeouts and things like that, and then others won't be able to survive. They just won't, right? So we have to, unfortunately, we're actually going to have to wait and see how everything ends up when this is all over, whenever the hell this ends. We don't know when this is going to end. Like I said, it's just looking real bleak right now. So, you know, there's not much to say, guys. It's what's going on, Lori, and what's going on, Prepper Now, man. Again, guys, thank you for coming back. So we don't know how this is going to end or how this is going to play out. We know a portion of it. We know a portion of it is going to wind up being a lot of businesses closing down and a lot more people out of work. So, you know, there goes the one thing we can see coming, you know. Hey, Michael, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. So unfortunately, this is what is going to happen. Now, this does affect NYC's economy, right? So obviously, if a lot of businesses go out of business, and there's no money being made in that said area, there's no taxes being paid because there's no businesses to tax. There's no businesses to tax. There goes your cut in income. Now, the mayor, in all his stupidity, has done everything in his power to destroy New York City. Now, there is two things he can do, and he can probably run for third term if, which I don't think he can actually, but if New York City stays in this peril. Not that he could stay in office, sorry, but he could if he did it earlier, like Bloomberg did. That scumbag, right? So, the messenger, yes, I will call you on your phone later tonight if you're awake, right? So the mayor could have did a third term, being that the city's in turmoil, but do we need a stupid mayor to stay in office any longer? We don't. So that asshole needs to bounce, and we need to get somebody in. Now, whoever is elected next, guys, whatever mayor is elected next is not going to fix the city in their 4 or 8 years. The city is pretty much toast. I know next year I'm hearing from credible sources that the financial hammer, will drop completely next year. We're talking about a lot of layoffs and a lot more businesses shutting down and a lot of turmoil, headaches, and pain. So everything is connected, right? So yes, methanol, Moose, you're right. New York City's economy is shot. So imagine how much worse it's going to get. That being said, guys, if anyone can find me articles, links pertaining to a situation that I'm starting to see or hear about, not see, starting to hear about. I had a couple of subscribers on my last video. They left comments saying that these checks that the government are giving are bouncing. And they had a few of that happen. Now, there's a couple of reasons why a check can bounce. It could bounce because there's no money, or they could bounce because the code was wrong, right? So there is that. But if these checks are bouncing because there's no money coming from the government, we are truly screwed, and we don't even see it coming yet. For those of us that are not paying attention. So, again, guys, this is just bad. This is very bad for New York City. This only gets worse here. Now, some people will say, right, I'm being doom and gloomish. Okay, whatever. No problem, Sarita. I was thinking about that the other day. I haven't seen you in a couple of live streams, but thank you for coming back, and thank you for the donation. Steven, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, guys, so this is just going to be one painful next, I don't know, let's say 20 years, because the mayor single-handedly set the city back to the 80s. by himself. He wants to blame Trump. He wants to blame Cuomo. And Cuomo does have some blame in this because he is the governor of New York State. So, that being said, the city is being destroyed by two incredible assholes who are sitting by and watching the city fall apart. It's not burning, thank God, but it's falling apart. And it's like a slow infection, if you will. So, like I said, this is only going to get a hell of a lot worse. And Michael, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. And you're right, it's only going to get worse come November. I mean, I can't wait to see what November has to bring with these elections. Because should Trump win, which, guys, I honestly think right now Trump can't win this election with him, with the whole COVID thing, because, you know, he got COVID, he was making fun of Biden, and now people are looking at him like, well, that's what you get, karma and all this other crazy shit. I don't know. Unless he can pull a rabbit out of his ass at this point, I don't see him winning. I know, and again, that's my opinion. A lot of you will say he's going to win. I don't know. I mean, listen, he does have a lot of hidden supporters here in New York. He does. In New York City, I'm talking about. He has a lot of hidden supporters. So that could be the turning point. Maybe people are tired of Democrat mayors like de Blasio and asshole governments like Cuomo. And maybe they're deciding to vote for Trump as well. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Colonel Angus. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, that'll never happen. But you know, hey Walsh, thank you for the donation, and Minda Montes, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Um, Listen, guys, I don't know where the rest of this year is going to go. Right now, the Thanksgiving parade is virtual. I don't fucking see how that shit's going to be virtual. I don't. I mean, are they going to fly balloons in a fucking hangar and film it and then put it on TV? Who the fuck knows what they're going to do? But a virtual Thanksgiving parade, you might as well not fucking show it at all. So I don't understand. The Christmas tree, Rockefeller Center, they're not doing that. So I don't know if they're not lighting the tree or they're not putting a tree up. But nonetheless, Rockefeller Center is not going to happen this year. And if they put a tree up, like I guess mosquitoes and water, everyone's gonna make their way there. So who the fuck knows, guys? People's Truth. Did he really say that? I don't have his email. The People's Truth. So if you can give it to me via my email at angryprepper@gmail.com, that would be great. I'd like to talk to him. So guys, and so right, Lisa, thank you. Well, Lisa Wilson, thank you. Why bother with the parade, right? So like I said, the city is falling apart, and they're worried about. Listen, a parade is something nice, right? It can break the tension, the monotony, and all this bullshit that's going on. But they're gonna do it virtual, so you got to sit home like an asshole and watch it on TV instead of being out there, freezing cold, drinking hot chocolate, whatever you do when you go to the parade. Um, So Brian Brady, sorry. How is NYC shutting down? Well, NYC is shutting down in stages, if you will, or by zip code. So small parts of New York City are shutting down, like completely. I don't know how they're going to enforce that, but nonetheless, they are. So those zip codes are shutting down. As of right now, we have 9 zip codes shutting down. All right, so guys, again, the city is shutting down and by zip codes. So with that being said, I think it's a little better that they're shutting it down by zip codes as opposed to shutting the entire city down like they did the first time. So like I said before, I don't want to say it again. I hate to agree with the mayor. This was a pretty good way in doing it. But, and and the zip codes, guys, I'm sorry, I have to clarify. They're shutting the city down by zip codes because of clusters of COVID cases that are spiking in these zip codes. So that's pretty. Oh man, I get. Yeah. Can you can you hear me now? Yeah, yes. It's, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got my audio going again. All right, so yeah, but now the other people said they could hear me, so that's strange. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm back. All right. So again, guys, sorry with all the technical difficulties today. It's I don't know. It's a bit strange all the shit's going on. That means I have to put a bullet in my computer. I think that's where I'm going right now. So right, so good. This the sound is back. So anyway, guys. That being said, the the clusters are causing the close down. Now I'm hoping that this doesn't spread like it did the last time, which people are saying is going to be worse in the whole 9 yards. But we gotta unfortunately we have to wait and see. Carlos, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Listen, guys, it's going to get bad, and unfortunately, I could say that till I'm blue in the face. We all know that. Now, let this be a lesson to other areas in the United States that might be. I don't know how this is going to work financially for the businesses that do shut down. I think there's going to be a bit of a problem because, again, if the city's running out of money, if the country is running out of money, I don't know how they're going to bail these people out this time around. Now, um, okay, so there's a huge lag. Is it right? My iPad, yeah, my iPad is fine. I'm not buffering right now. Okay, now people are saying you're back. All right, good, 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 good. All right. Yeah, that's just strange. All right, guys, thank you again. Sorry for the massive problems going on. Now the buffering is not even like on my side. It's because I seem to be fine on the iPad, but I think certain places the oh shit. Uh, okay. CJ, thank you for that. Thank you for the heads up. CJ just gave me a heads up. I didn't plug myself in. Usually I hardwire in, guys, and I didn't do it tonight because we have a new like router and everything else, and the power was boosted, and they said it was supposed to work, but clearly it's not working. So we should not have any problems moving forward as far as connection goes. Danielle, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, so the yeah, fucking Spectrum and like, oh, we're gonna boost your power and give you a new router. You shouldn't have a problem. They fucking lied like everyone else. But nonetheless, we are in business. LC, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. All right, so guys, we are. All we're gonna have to do now is get ready. All we as preppers are gonna have to do is keep preparing. There's not much more we can do. How are they going to keep people from venturing out of those zip codes? Lady Viola, I don't know. That's actually a good question. So Lady Viola just asks how they're going to keep those people in those infected zip codes, if you will, from branching out and let's say going somewhere else to eat. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Chris Puckett, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I don't know how they're going to stop those people from eating in other places because if you listen, to be fair, if you have COVID, you're supposed to stay home. So I don't know if that's going to work with these these liberal pricks out in Brooklyn because it's all hipsters and shit out there for the most part. Um, just some guy. You're right. I think the left does hate Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I don't. I think this year just might be the exception, and the exception is that this exception might lead into other bad shit. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Um, we'll have to wait and see, guys. We don't. I don't know, but I know that right now everything's canceled. Thanksgiving's canceled and Christmas is canceled. Everybody go home. Fuck it. You know. Christmas shopping. I'm starting at this week actually. I'm sorry, next week. Next week. Um, you know. So to make sure that the kids get something and it breaks the tension and all that other stuff that kids might be feeling. I don't think my kids actually care what's going on, but I think they, I think at some point they might feel the pressure. So, where are we at right now? We're at the 21 second. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. So, I have to do like those 2 commercials for the Free Strike Foods. So, bear with me when I get to them. It's at the half-hour mark, and then the next one's about around the hour mark towards the end. So, we'll see. You guys will hear the cheesy commercial when the half-hour and hour mark comes up. So, guys, again, this is where it's going. So let's talk about something real quick. Let me mention, hit the like button, guys, or hit the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy. Hit either or. It's up to you, right? But listen, we're going to talk about the food shortage here at NYC. And now, how do I say this? There's a food shortage or food crisis, happening in NYC. I don't want to say food shortage because I just realized that there is a food shortage for those that are going to pantries, soup kitchen, and homeless shelters, right? These foods are donated to these people, so there's a shortage for them. Shortage as far as citywide goes, there's still food on the shelves in the supermarket, but these people who are poor can't go to the supermarket and buy what they want. Shaquila, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks. Right, so they can't go to the supermarket, so they're experiencing a food crisis, and that's a bad thing. Now, a third of the city pantries and soup kitchens were shut down. If you guys didn't watch my video, sorry. Mary, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks. A third of the soup kitchens and pantries are closed down because of COVID. A lot of the volunteers were asked to go home, and they didn't want to get them infected, and they kept enough open, but it wasn't enough that was able to handle the onslaught of people that went to these pantries to get food for their family. I guess they just didn't see it coming. And to be fair, the city was unprepared, but the city's always fucking unprepared, you know? So, again, it's just something that we as preppers don't want to be in that, we don't want to be in that boat, right? If you have a job right now, keep prepping, keep buying food. Don't take it by chance. If you are new and this is your first time on here, do yourself a favor, guys. Continue to prep. You don't want to be on the food lines. And I'm not saying that the food lines are a bad thing. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from going on the food lines that need food. But why put yourself in that position, right? And so, again, I would like for you guys to continue to do what you're doing and continue to prep. Candace, the shelves in the supermarket are not empty yet. They're not empty like they were the first time. I know that the pantries, and guys, listen, the pantries were experiencing a food problem before coronavirus, right? So they were having a problem, and I was going to do a video on it back in like January. This is before COVID went into full effect in April or March here in New York City. So they experienced a food shortage in the pantries. So now forget about the people who lost their jobs, couldn't provide for their families because there was no money. The SNAP benefits weren't coming through on time, and they had to go somewhere to get food. And now they show up to the soup kitchens and the pantries, and now the pantries and soup kitchens are like, what the fuck, right? So they weren't prepared for that amount of people to show up. But for the first time in the histories, the history of New York City's control under Bloomberg, they were able to pull this one out of their ass. But they are worried that the second wave might be worse because, like I said in my video, more businesses are going to shut down, which is going to create more unemployment, which is going to put more people on those lines, right? So, with that being said, guys, keep prepping. Now, before the pandemic, during the pandemic, they had a 91% increase in first-timers showing up to the pantries. 91% of new people showing up. That was an issue. They had an uptick of 200, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. The applications for SNAP, which is a supplement nutrition assistance program went up 200%. The city reached a 20% unemployment rate, which was, we haven't seen here in a long fucking time. At least not since I was a kid, and I'm 43 years old. So that is huge, guys. 200% application increase. What's the city going to do now if we start shutting down the city like we did last time? Even when we're doing it in drips and drabs, which I think is better, but I think we're headed towards the inevitable. Even if we go down that route, you're going to see more people applying for SNAP. I mean, I don't know what the prerequisites are for people applying for SNAP. Kevin Land, thank you for the donation, man. I don't know what the prerequisites are. I don't know what you call it, you have to hit to apply for that. But if you can and you think you're going to lose your job, I would suggest you apply for it now and don't wait and start getting money in. Do something, guys, because if you're in that boat, right? Yes, Stacy, thank you. Get canning jars now, guys. Start canning your own food. Start buying more canned goods. Start gardening if you have the space. Don't go hungry. There's a lot of avenues we can go down to avoid it, and that's going to the supermarket looking for sales. That's canning your own food. That's buying freeze-dried foods like the 2 commercials I'm going to, go over later tonight or in a couple minutes, if you will, right? Guys, go hunting, go fishing. Try to, procure some food on your own. Do not rely on the government, and definitely do not rely on the city of New York, because they're going to hang you out to dry. And that's just a simple problem. Now, I said this before my last a couple of minutes ago. The hammer's going to drop next year on the city, right? They're talking about a huge financial crush. And when that hammer drops, guys, the food programs are going to take a hit. They're going to take a hit, and that's where the problem lies. Now, again, if we can get funding from the government, I'm talking about the U.S. government, not the state, because I think New York State is broke as well. I think if they don't supplement these programs, we're going to have big issues, huge issues right now. Okay, so I don't know where this is going to end up, but I know that a lot of people are going to end up hungry at some point. So listen, guys, we'll have to wait and see. I hope the second wave is not going to be worse than the first, but history has said and has told us that the second wave is going to be pretty bad. So the only thing we can do is wait and see. But for now, as preppers, us right here, we need to continue to prep. We need to continue to get what we can get. North Shore Preparedness, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Guys, if you do not mind, head over to North Shore Preparedness' YouTube channel. Again, he's another good guy, another good YouTuber. Prepper Now as well. He's also a good YouTuber. Visit his channel. Kevin Land, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, I will, Kevin. I'll get back to you on the email. All right, guys. So Prepper Now and North Shore Preparedness. Head over to their channels and subscribe to it. At the very least, guys, take a gander at it, and look. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like it, and you're gonna like and subscribe. Also, Prepper, you can head over to his channel as well. Listen, another guy that we should be watching. We should be supporting one another. So, North Shore Preparedness, Prepper Now, and Prepper, if you guys are on, put the link to your channel in the comment section here so that people can get quicker access to it. I would much appreciate it. Okay, guys, so now it is time for the stupid commercial. So, listen, again, I told you, right? They gave me these speeches here to go by. I think there's 3 versions. One is the week of the election is coming, and you need to be prepared. And the other one is COVID-19 is on its way. The second wave is going to hit, and there's going to be no food. What are you going to do? Right? That's version C. Oh, my God, there's another version. The other version here is, friends, many say the second wave is fast approaching. COVID is going to damage the food chains and cause panic. That's no, okay? Listen, guys, This ad is for My Patriot Food Supply. All right, My Patriot Food Supply is a good company, and it's called My Patriot Supply. They're a good company, right? Their food is good. They're a freeze-dried company. Freeze-dried food lasts you a long time. I'm not going to read that mumbo jumbo stuff they gave me to read, even if it does piss them off. Bottom line is that shit is corny. The realness of it is we need to prepare and we need to stock food away. If you can afford the My Patriot Supply freeze-dried foods, by all means, guys, buy the shit. You're gonna save money buying it through them. All right, you're gonna save money buying through Nutrient Survival as well. You're gonna save money buying through both of these companies. If you can afford it, repeat after me. If you can afford it, buy through them. It's that simple. And if you can't, then go back to the supermarket and keep buying canned goods, guys. Period. It's not a I don't want you guys to feel pressured into buying this stuff. You're not. Trust me. All right. Yes, Colonel, freeze-dried food is too expensive, but if you can afford it, you buy it. If you can't, guess what? Don't buy it. It's that simple. And guys, I'm giving you options. I'm giving you other options as well. Okay. So it's just that's what we need right now. We need options. I mean, listen, you can use the freeze-dried foods by My Patriot Supply and use it as a backup, right? Or mix it in with your regular food, your regular canned goods. You know what I mean? Mix that shit in there. But don't think that you need to just eat this alone or eat canned goods alone. Mix the two, guys. You know, it is what it is. Now, guys, I'm going to find my link and put it up for My Patriot Food Supply. I got one more commercial to go through a little later, so if you guys can bear with it, I appreciate it. But again, guys, try to buy what you can. It's that simple. You know, I don't want to sit here and sit there and sell you the world, because it's not, right? If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. You know. And listen, I would rather you guys be squared away. That's my purpose. Listen, some of the companies, I have to add, some of the companies that have me wanting to push certain items on here, I can't do it. Right now, I know some YouTubers, you get happy, someone's asking you, oh my God, they want me to sell this cup, right? And this cup here is going to make your prepping needs better. No, the fuck it's not. It's a cup. You can't make a cup into a prepper item. It doesn't work that way, right? But freeze-dried foods, flashlights, knives, guns, backpacks, what is it called? Dehydrators. Those are things you should be selling or trying to sell. You know, don't sit there and as a YouTuber, guys, I'm talking to YouTube, just because a company contact you, don't try to make a square peg fit in a round hole. It doesn't work. It has to jive with the prepper company, right? And some things, believe it or not, you could squeeze it into the prepper field, but for the most part, it has to be prepper related, guys. You know. So off that commercial rant and back onto the real shit that's going on. So now, guys, the food crisis here in New York City is real, and I think it's going to get a lot worse. I think it's going to get incredibly worse. I said on my video there was a broad day robbery on 2 blocks or 2 avenues over from me. Sorry, and I was like, shit, I haven't seen one of those in a long time, man. So the crime is getting worse. And the thing about the crime getting worse is I think for most people, it's going to be like the frog in the pot kind of deal, right? They're just going to stay here until the shit gets bad. Now, I am recognizing the bad signs already, so I'm not going to be surprised by any of this shit. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. I see a lot of it coming. All preppers here, we see a lot of this shit coming. So we're not surprised, guys. We shouldn't be surprised anyway. CDT, you asked a question about the next movie critique. I'm going to do The Road. So I think I'm going to record it tomorrow, and then I'm going to release it like Saturday or some shit like that, giving people time to watch the movie. Because, listen, I have to watch the movie again to refresh my memory. There's a lot of things I forgot about the movie, but there's a lot of things I remembered. So The Road will be the next movie critique, and then I think we're gonna have a little fun and do a movie like 2012 or some shit like that, or San Andreas, right? Those ridiculously action movies, but nonetheless, we're gonna have some fun. That's all. All right, guys. So, um, Patriot 5.56. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Guys, listen, I do appreciate you guys for stopping by on the live stream. I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. It is pretty cool. You guys are, keeping the interest of me wanting to film and share my views. That's all I'm doing, guys. I'm sharing my views. I'm not sitting here saying my word is law like some YouTubers, right? And there's a few out there. There's not a lot. There's a few that are like, I say what I say, and this is what. Fuck out of here. Everything I say is an opinion unless I give you factual information, right? And then even then, people are still going to argue that. Did you know that my last video, the second wave, shut down, I had people saying unsubscribe to me because they said COVID is real. I knew a 20-year-old who died from it. I said, I know it's real. I know that it affects those with underlying ailments, old and sickly people. And so this person unsubscribed to me because I guess he thought I was downplaying it. And then you have other people that unsubscribe to me because they go, you're an idiot. It's fake. So on the YouTube world, you cannot win for losing. It's just how it is, guys. Kanisha, I'm sorry if I'm massacring your name. Kinsa Lucky. I think it might be on Hulu. You might be able to find The Road on Hulu or maybe, I don't know, try Hulu. Or try Amazon Prime, actually. Sorry, try it there. Dove, thank you for the donation. Dove Season, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So, guys, yeah, if you're looking for The Road, what you can do is Google it, and it'll let you know where you can find the movie. That also helps. Rosie O'Donnell does love me after that comment I made. I'm pretty sure she's not happy with me. But who is? Let the dump get done. Yeah, sucker free. Yeah, you're right. Listen, people are gonna call me a troll. I got into it with a guy on Ethnical Preparedness, his channel. He released a video on what us preppers would do differently, and it was a good video, right? And I was one of the preppers on it. Potpourri Prepper, she was on it. Thank you, Kevin Lamb, for the donation. And this one guy was breaking my balls about something I never said. So, nonetheless, I let him have it. And that's the other thing, guys, too. If you're a troll and you think you're going to troll me, think again. I'm not that dude. Not that I'm going to beat you up or any bullshit like that. Not at all. I'm just saying I'm not that guy. I will go back at you. And then I will say some nasty shit that may hurt your feelings. So keep that in mind. Peggy, someone asked that question. We don't know how they're going to keep those people in those infected zip codes, because how do you do that? Like, how do you tell people in, like, let's say my zip code, you can't leave? Good luck, good the fuck luck, because no one's going to listen to that. Anthony, I curse because free speech. That's why I curse. It's pretty simple, actually, right? It's not it's improper to curse. You know why it's improper to curse? Because the pansies of the world don't want their feelings hurt. So anytime someone says anything like fuck, shit, piss, people are crying like, oh my God, he cursed. That's the worst thing. If cursing hurts your ears and that's the worst thing that you've ever heard in your life, yeah, you either got A, some growing up to do, B, some traveling to do, or C, maybe it's time to go back in your cave and sit there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But that's why I curse. And this is not a slight at you. I'm just a slight at people who, cry about the cursing all the time. Which, I just tell people free speech and move on. But it is what it is, guys. So locking it down again. Yeah, Mike Hawk, they're locking down parts of New York, and not locking it down per se, but they're closing schools and businesses, and that's where it goes. That's what it is right now. It's just a shutdown. Again, guys, I'm sorry. I have to mention it again because we went through that weird interference earlier. But if anyone could find me articles on the government checks bouncing, can you please get me the link and email it to me at angryprepper@gmail.com. I am curious because I would love to do a video on it if it's the fact. I haven't actually sat down to research it, but You know, I've heard it from 3 different sources today. So, I hope it's not true, but hell, why not with this year going on? Halo Guru, no, I don't. What guns do you guys have? Oh, he's asking general. So Halo Guru is asking a general question to everybody on here. What guns do you guys have? I guess he wants to see who has what. Oh, guys, Magic Prepper, I did see a comment from him. Sorry, boss, I missed your message. But anyway, Magic Prepper's another prepper on here. We are competing with each other as far as subscribers go, and in a lighthearted way, guys, not serious competing. Like, yeah, fuck him. No, but Magic Prepper's on here. Do yourself a favor, head over to his channel, guys. And like and subscribe to him. He's probably the opposite of me because he's more calm and tame. He doesn't curse, but he will let you know what it is, right? So that's that. Now, guys, here is a problem that I had. We're going to talk about Trump and his COVID thing. I know a lot of you are going to say, well, it's fake. He didn't have it. I don't know what the fuck he had. It was one thing when I thought he had it, but the fact that he was in the hospital for 3 days, now he's out and he's fucking, like parading around. I don't know what the hell's going on. Fraser, I don't know. I guess they're testing the waters. They're sticking their foot in the water to see what goes and what they can say and what I'm not going to say. Who the fuck knows? But let the trolls troll. So anyway, guys, I don't know what that whole Trump thing was with catching COVID. If he had it, there's too many problems with the testing for COVID. That is my big issue right now with the whole COVID shit. I know it's real. I know people that died from it. My family had caught it. My kids had it, right? So I know it's there. Guys at my job, my firehouse, they've had it. So I know it's real. But as far as it being as deadly as they're pushing it, it's not. And thank you, Matt Leach, the false positives are insane. It's insane. I don't know how we fall into that. And now we're here in New York City, and everybody is wearing a mask because that shitbag mayor and governor said so. So I'm walking in the street, and everyone has a fucking mask on. Motherfuckers are smoking weed in the middle of the street, which is still illegal, by the way. Still illegal. They're drinking beers in the middle of the street, which is still illegal. But everyone said, I'm going to put this mask on. That shows you mind control if even the drug dealers are wearing masks. That's insane to me. And I listen, masks have their place. They have their place in close quarter areas, elevators, trains, indoors. I get it. But outside, who the fuck knows? Chase Larkin, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. I don't know, guys. It's just, it's just insane with this whole thing. So, again, with Trump and the COVID, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know where to go with that, actually. So, I'm probably not going to talk about it anymore until something definitive comes out. Some people are starting to say that they were set up, that they were targeted. They gave it to them, so they hope they die and all this other crazy shit. I'm like, but there's no proof. Name, underscore name. No, you're not allowed to smoke weed in the street. It's still illegal. They have not gotten it off the law books, so not theoretically, but factually, it's still illegal. So like I said, I don't get it. It's like Armageddon Prepper, right? Drug dealers are wearing a mask. That's insane to me. These guys are breaking the law, but they're like, I gotta listen to the mayor and put my mask on. It's just insane, man. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen, And not all of them. I'm not saying every last guy in the corner is wearing them, but I've seen a couple of them wearing masks. I'm like, that's fucking interesting, Guys like, yo, I'm gonna sit here, deal some drugs, possibly get shot at, but I don't want that COVID. I don't know how that shit works. I don't know how that thinking works. But nonetheless, that's where America's thinking is going right now. It's that the mask, that paper cloth, that 30% protector, right, is going to save you. When we should be, if we're going to wear a mask, we should be wearing an N95, right, or better. That's what we should be wearing. But they have us believing that putting anything over our face is going to stop the COVID. That's the more infuriating part about this whole thing. But all I can say is to each his own. That's all I can do right now. I can't say any more. I can't say any less. Right. Um. So I don't know, guys. And listen, the keeps off the swivel, guys. No stimulant, sober. Right. Right, guys. I don't know. That this is just the issue today. So, guys, again, in case a lot of you like joining us late, the premise of this live stream was actually last minute. It was to test something out. Dylan, who was my moderator, who you guys saw earlier, we're gonna try that again. Now that I'm hardwired in, maybe it won't give us shit. So we'll see. Kevin Land, thank you for the donation. It maybe it'll work better the next time. We will see. We will continue to work this out until it works, right? So that's all I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep trying because what I'm going to start doing, and this is an announcement across the board, I'm going to start having my moderators feed me questions, almost like an interview, right? So they're going to sit there in their little circle with their face, and if there's a question that comes up that needs to be addressed, they'll ask me on here, so that one, everybody on here who's watching can hear it, and B, two, I can hear it as well. So my moderators are going to be cycling through this process. We just got to nail it. So we'll try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll have to wait till I get a new computer to then try it again. That's the plan. All right, guys. So listen, being that the second wave is coming, wherever you live, I don't care where you live, the second wave is if the second wave is coming, Prepper Nation, thank you, man, for leaving that. Do me a favor. Can you email me at angryprepper@gmail.com? Do me that favor and send me the email. I want to talk to you too. I'm reaching out to preppers across the YouTube universe, and we're going to start doing some different shit together. If you don't mind, that is. All right? So, guys, being that we got a second wave coming, someone asked the question, when do we relax? We are not relaxing, guys. We're not. We can't relax at all. This is not the time to relax. This is the time to keep prepping. This is not the time, guys, this is not the time to panic. Don't panic. That shit comes later. Right now, keep your head on a swivel, keep your wits about you, and keep prepping. Keep gathering what you can. I said in my last video, if you can't afford room, fucking make room, man. Do what you gotta do to make sure your family's fed. Like The Road, I'm assuming in the movie they had a 9-year supply of food or 10-year supply of food. However old that boy was when they left, that's how many years they had. And still, guys, that's a long goddamn time to be going through what they went through in that movie, The Road, I'm talking about. So, like I said, I'm going to do a video on it, a prepper critique on it, but just keep that in mind. They had 10 years worth of food, and they finally ran out, and the wife gave up, right? So, again, it's something that we need to keep prepared for. So, if you can surpass the 10 years worth of food, but then by all means. But guys, 10 years worth of food in an apartment, that would be like probably this room here from front to back filled with food. Possibly. And then maybe my other room filled front to back with like, MREs and shit. And then I might have 10 years worth of food. And then I have nowhere else to store it. So, it's just that's where it looks like we're going. Now, we're not going towards the road. Don't get me wrong. We're not headed in that direction. Whatever the fuck happened in the road, happened in the road. But the I'm mentioning because I want you guys to just stay ready, stay prepared. Just don't give up. Right now, it's not the time. I know a lot of people on Facebook are starting to sound beaten. They're starting to sound downtrodden, right? And this isn't the time. This is not the fucking time. First of all, it's too early in the goddamn game to give up. That's one. Two, this is going to be the long haul, and we have to stay ready. Society has to keep it together. Now, someone just mentioned intermittent fasting. Ladies and gentlemen, um, intermittent fasting is probably something you're going to learn how to do in a hurry if we get to that phase. So if you guys are looking to put food away and keep your food stores going for a long time, guys, intermittent fasting is probably what you're going to need to do. And I already have my meal planned out ahead of time. So I'll have like a breakfast meal, whatever that is, Chef Boyardee in a can, and then I'll have a night meal. I will not eat in between that, right? Or I'll eat just a moderate size dinner, and I won't eat for the whole day. I'll drink a lot of water. I might have a bar here and there, but I won't eat for the rest of the day. Now, intermittent fasting works if you're training for it, if you're preparing your body for it. To jump into it all of a sudden, guys, it's going to suck. So I would suggest against that, actually. Dan McMasters, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Brian Telos, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. So intermittent fasting is something that can be done. It is something that you should look into, and it is something you should try. Like Valerie says, she eats one meal a day, right? For the most part, I eat one meal a day. At best I eat two. If it's a training day, I eat 3 times a day. If it's a non-training day, I eat once, right? Obviously, if you're going through this shit, if you're going through this and you're stressed out, you're gonna have to figure it out for yourself. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, Baltimore. Again, there are people who can do it and there are people who can't. But I would suggest most people practice how to do it. At least get a feel for it, because if you want to make your food go a long way, guys, you're gonna have to practice something. You're gonna have to learn how to, intermittent fasting. It's just something that you're gonna need to do. I know a lot of us are not looking to lose weight, but that's what is going to happen when this shit happens. You're going to lose weight. You're not going to stay pleasantly plump, guys. This shit ain't happening. You're going to look at the situation. The situation becomes dire. You're going to be like, all right, we need to pull back and eat less. That's just it. Especially if you have kids. If you have kids, kids need to eat 3 times a day. They might be 3 small meals, but the kids need to eat 3 times a day. Adults, we can eat once and we'll be fine, especially if we train for it, right? Here's the other thing, guys. Getting prepared, getting ready, getting all of this shit out of the way right now is going to get you uh, ready mentally so that you're not surprised. So you're not like, oh shit, man, I didn't see that coming. This is why we prepare. So we see most of this coming. There are certain things we don't see coming and we're like, all right, lesson learned. But there are times where we learn from it, like this COVID shit, right? I can guarantee a lot of you now are stepping up your preps. I know I did. I fixed my end of the world closet. I squared it away. I have some video. I'll show you guys in the next live stream. I have I squared it away. I made a shelf just for canning. Just for canning. So I am canning soup this week. Wait, what's today? Oh, shit. Yeah, so maybe Friday I'll be canning soup. So it'll be my first time. I don't think I'm going to video it. I'll take pictures and shit, put it on the community board. But I will not do a video because there are way better canners on here that you should be watching. You should not be watching me, and I'm not going to, step in there. I will talk about it. I will, once I'm done with it, I will talk about it. I'll talk about what I learned and who taught me, but I'm not going to do a whole video on, hey, this is what you do, because I'm not the expert. There are a lot of experts out there. And so if there's any canning experts, and I know a couple of you have reached out to me, but I lost your emails. So if you guys are watching, please email me again. I have a list already set up for people in certain professions. So if you're a canner, please email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. If you're a comms guy, please email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. I'm going to put you guys on a list so that with your name and your email, so if I have a question or want to invite you guys on here to do a live stream, we would do that. Canning experts, I'm pretty much going to have on here. But next week, guys, we're going to have Prepper Now on the live stream. So I'll be doing an interview with my moderator. And then I'm trying to set up one with North Shore Preparedness. He's getting ready for it. And I had Survival Lily. She's going to do an interview via video. So she's going to, talk into the camera, and then I got to splice it up and then hopefully release it. That's if she gets back to me. She got back to me saying she would do it, but she's busy. So busy in prepper world could be a year from now. But nonetheless, um, you know, it's one of the preppers I got, a hold of. And Alaskan prepper, we've been playing phone tag for the last couple of hours now. So I'm hoping to get him on as well. And Shane Hobel, who's a wilderness survival guy here in New York State, I'm looking to do a video with him in another couple of weeks. So we're going to have a lot of interviews going, guys. And again, I don't give a shit how small the channel is. If your message is good, you're on the show. If your message is shit, you're not on the show. Simple as that. John Christopher, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So in a couple minutes, I got to do my second commercial. But listen, it's a deal I made, and hopefully, you guys buy. And if you don't buy, listen, if you guys don't buy, it's not an obligation to buy these freeze-dried foods from me. Just buy them. I mean, it helps me, but fuck helping me. Just buy them. If you find it somewhere else that might be cheaper, then go fucking there and buy it. But buy the fucking food. All right? Don't worry about support and all that other stuff. I'll be okay. But guys, just keep buying your shit, man. It's that much. Oh, and as far as weapons goes, for those of you guys that are living in a weapon-friendly state and you can still get firearms and ammo, get the firearms and ammo, guys. I mean, really, fuck that shit, man. Get what you can. I was hearing some bullshit about some prepper saying if they come for your guns, let them take your guns, and just let them take your guns, and then try to recoup them later, some shit like that. I'm like, that makes no sense, guys. Fuck that. Do not let them take your guns, because once they take your guns, what happens now is like, oh man, we got them wearing a mask for no reason. Now we could take their guns because they'll give them up gladly. Do not give up your guns. That is my message to everyone on here. Don't. It's a bad fucking idea, and it sets a bad precedence. All right? Now, real quick, guys, if you don't mind, hit the hit the thumbs up button here. It's good for my algorithm. It does my channel a little better. And if not, hit the thumbs down. Whatever makes you fucking happy, do it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Just get on the way. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel. It does pretty well when you guys do that. Also, hit the like and subscribe if you are new to this channel. Be warned, I curse a fucking lot. Right? So, there you go. I'm not shy about it. I know why other people don't curse, but fuck that shit, man. I like cursing. Just rolls off the tongue so nicely, right? When you're mad and you stub your toe, you're like, fuck, right? It just comes out like, fuck that shit, something happens, you're like, fuck that dude. You see how it rolls off the tongue? It's just nice to say. I know some people, like I said, they have sensitive, ears. So stick a fucking tampon in your ear if you can't take cursing. I don't know what to tell you. But, guys, let's get into this next commercial. So, Alexandra? Alex, the Great, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Again, guys, all the donations, I appreciate them, guys. There's not one donation that I don't appreciate. If it's a nickel or if it's $100, I appreciate the donations. Thank you. Dan McMasters, thank you for the donation. Again, I appreciate it, guys. You guys are good. Thank you. So, all right, guys, nutrients, survival, freeze-dried foods. We're going into commercial now, right? So commercial time. Right? Nutrient survival, freeze-dried foods. Nutrient survival, so far, from what I've done research, because they claim to be one of the only freeze-dried companies that have 14 vitamins, 9 amino acids, and 2 omegas, and fiber. Yes, there are other freeze-dried companies that have these minerals and amino acids, but not as much as nutrient survival. So, if you're looking for nutrient freeze-dried food, nutrient survival is it for you. Now, here's the catch, guys. The referral link they gave me a new referral link, actually, So I have to put it in the description section below, and you get a discount code. The discount code is Angryprepper. The link is nutrientsurvival.com/angryprepper. That's the link. And the discount code gets you $10 off your first number 10 can. You do save some money shopping on Nutrient Survival. Nutrient Survival food tastes good. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to sell you this mumbo jumbo about the world's ending and Armageddon and zombies and eat this freeze-dried food. That's not going to happen. They gave me something to say too, and I was like, no. You know, it just is too corny, right? You know, friends and family, please stand with me in this commercial, and I'll tell you about freeze-dried food so that you don't starve. The fuck out of here. Just buy it, guys. Buy the freeze-dried food if you can afford it. If you can't, canned goods, guys. But the other thing about freeze-dried foods is that they are light, too. So if you are bugging out, if you have to get the hell out of Dodge, you can't take canned goods with you. I would suggest against it. But I would definitely say freeze-dried foods are way lighter to carry. But they do take water to constitute. Right? To make them, you need water, heated water. So keep that in mind when you're buying freeze-dried foods. Canned goods are already, a lot of the times, are ready to dump and cook. Freeze-dried foods, you got to heat up water and then cook it. But nonetheless, guys, freeze-dried food is lighter. Nutrient Survival has the 14 vitamins, 14 minerals, 9 amino acids, and fiber, right, and 2 omegas. So again, look into that, guys. The links to both Nutrient Survival and My Patriot Supply are in the description section below. So go in the description section after the video and click on it and take a gander. That's all I can say. You know, it's again, guys. I'm giving you choices. I'm giving you options. Sorry, just giving you options. What else to look at? Again, these two food companies are good. I know Mountain House Food is really good as well. You know, but that you can get at stores. But I see that Mountain House is pretty pricey, guys. Pretty pricey. So, again, Nutrient Survival, freeze-dried foods, and My Patriot Supply are go-tos right now. They have food in supplies. So I would head over to them, you know. So, because you're definitely going to get it. Some Prepper Now said Aldi. Aldi is, I heard, is a good, I've never been in there. I've only heard good things about it. So, if you have an Aldi's near you, by all means, check it out, right? All right, guys, end the commercial. Commercial's done. All right, so listen, guys. Like I said, today was more of a test, and the test failed. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing in the description section below because this is a new live stream. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my myself on the iPad, and I forgot that this is a new stream. So I got to port all the information over when the live stream is done. So I can't do it now until this is done. So if you give me an hour, because I have to wait till this video is processed in YouTube. So once I press end, it takes about a half hour, 45 minutes for the video to finish processing and save on YouTube. And then I can add what I need to add. Chris, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Thank you a lot. Fucking having a stroke, man. But anyway, can you do a video? So Candace, do me a favor, email me that idea so I can write it down. I will forget by the time I hit end, right? So do me a favor, email me that idea at angryprepper@gmail.com. I can definitely point people in the right direction when it comes to medical equipment, just because of my small medical background. Now, there is somebody else, what is it called? Skinny Medic, right? Skinny Medic. You should look him up. He's really fucking good. He has a YouTube channel. He has a store where you can buy his medical packs that he put together. He is a medic, if I'm not mistaken. So that's somebody you actually want to check out. That's a Skinny Medic. He has a YouTube channel, guys. He also has an Instagram page. Check it out. Visit his store. I don't know the guy from a hole in the wall, guys. I just know that he's good. I've been following him for years. You know, so again, head over to Skinny Medic and shop at his stores. He's not gonna steer you wrong when it comes to looking at medical equipment and stuff like that, right? So, guys, we are at the 1 hour 6 mark. We got 2 commercials out of the way. We got the bullshit technical difficulties out of the way. So now I know what I need to do for my next live stream. Smash this fucking computer in a million pieces and get a new one. That's pretty much what I need to do. Nonetheless, now I know what needs to be done, and we shouldn't have these problems moving forward. Yes, Patriot Nurse is good. I haven't seen any her medical kick videos, but I know Skinny Medic I have. I've seen his stuff. So he's actually I could vouch for him because I've seen a lot of his videos and I've seen a lot of his shit, and he knows what he's talking about. So that is a guy. That is a guy you guys want to follow. All right. So guys, we are going to end it tonight. I have a guest Thursday night. So I have a live stream Thursday night. It's Be Ready. Be Ready Today. So Be Ready Today has a small YouTube channel. Can you guys please check it out? I'll be interviewing him Thursday night at 9 o'clock. So that's one interview. Next week will be Prepper Now. And hopefully North Shore Preparedness is ready. We'll have him on as well, probably next week or the week after. And I'll do a Q&A like Sunday or some shit like that. I don't know, whenever I have off. I'll do a straight Q&A. And that'll just be like a fun, time on live stream here. All right, guys. So also, I will be testing out some live streams out in the wilderness in the next month or two. I think next month I'm going to head out. Angryprepper, I'm heading out with him. Hopefully next month, and we'll do a live stream out there. But I'm also going to do some live streams, like in the tent and shit like that at night or whatever it is, around the fire. And, keep it interesting, guys. Listen, I want to break up the gloom and doom of the prepper world. I know we're faced with the whole prepper, catastrophe with the pandemics and shutdowns and riots. But let's break some of this shit up and do videos elsewhere. So, guys, before I end the video, Little Dragonfly just said elderberry. Guys, elderberry is very strong, very powerful. Start getting your immune system squared away. When I mean squared away, I mean start taking the elderberry syrups or zinc or whatever it is to strengthen your immune system. Now is the time to eat healthy. Now is the time to dump the sugar, because the second wave is coming. You don't want to get sick. I think the best way to handle it is strengthen your immune system. And even if you get sick, your immune system is going to be able to handle it, guys. So that's something that you should consider. I'm not saying you need to, but you should consider it. All right, guys. Citrus Prepper just said Bear Independent has good medical kits too. If I'm not mistaken, he was a Special Forces guy. If he has medical kits, check him out as well. All right, guys. So listen, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later in the week with Be Ready Today. All right, guys. Talk to you later.